Hello there, Leo. How are you? It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing a special reading. This is good for 3 months. This is from April 12th until June 21st. On April 12th, we had the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces. It only happens once every 166 years. So that's exciting because it helps us to open up to our soul's purpose. And so we'll see in this reading what is coming on your path between now and the summer solstice on June 21st. That's in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support of my channel. And because this is such an exciting time, this portal, I am also having a contest and offering a free personal reading. So if you want to enter into my contest, I'll have the details for that at the end of this video. Okay, so I feel kind of distracted. I've been trying to lay out these cards to save us some time. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so over the next 3 months, your overall energy is the whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. Okay, the whale spirit, I think, came up in one other reading. I can't remember which one. But there is a lot of energy of trusting. Because with this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, there is, we go into this like almost dreamy state. It is allowing us to really dream big. And then we also have the Taurus North Node, which is asking us to put practical plans to our dreams. And so I feel like you're kind of like, if you start getting like truly, new ideas and you're kind of like, I don't know where these are coming from. It's part of the mystery of your soul's purpose. You're getting new information about this, and then have faith in your dreams. And Seven of Pentacles, putting time and energy into whatever it is that you want to create. And Leo, I'm going to say this is huge energy. Probably much bigger than most of the other readings. I'm getting this sense that whatever it is that you put your time and energy into over this next 3 months, it is going to bring in wonderful things for you. So it's about, perhaps spending a little bit time by yourself, kind of allowing yourself to get in that dreamy state. Doodling is a great way to do it. Just kind of like, listening to your intuition, just trying to, if you get a little bit of an idea, just kind of sit with it and see how else it grows, in your thoughts. So let's see what, oh my gosh. Like Leo, the same thing is just coming up over and over again. Really interesting. So in April, you have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. 3 cards that right off the bat are talking about it's a wonderful time to make your dreams real. If there is something you have been thinking about doing, starting your own business, moving, creating, something, even if it's a hobby, it doesn't have to be something that you're going to make money on. If you want to take this like trip across country or something like that, whatever it is that you are dreaming of doing, this is the time to do it. Balance spirituality and practicality. So interesting because, it is that balance between the dreamy Pisces that we're in right now with this conjunction, and then, the North Node in Taurus, which asks us to be practical, right? But it's when you combine those two things, it's almost as if that is where the magic is going to happen, because look at what you have here. You have the Emperor. Like, I feel whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you're dreaming, you're going to be able to step into your power and make this a reality. The Emperor knows that he has all the tools, just like the magician. He knows how to use all the tools. But he also realizes that he works with the universe in order to create his empire, right? That he himself doesn't have to do all the work, that he can manifest it or he can have those around him help him with it. It's this energy of stepping into, yeah, I can make this happen. I can bring this into my reality. You know, the magician is a little bit dreamy. The emperor brings it into reality. Really interesting. So let's go ahead and clarify this emperor energy. Judgment. King of Wands, Two of Wands. Oh my gosh, Knight of Pentacles. I think this has taken you so long to get to this point. It's almost like you have an epiphany. I almost feel like it's a little bit of a tower moment where you're like, oh my goodness, like I have got to go do this. You have this huge decision with the Two of Wands and the Judgment. What I'm getting is you cannot any longer. I think for some of you, you've been toying with this idea, or you've had a side business working on this. It's like you're living in two different worlds. You know, that dreamy world and the practical world, the spiritual world and the practical world, the 3D and the 5D. You know, it's almost as if you have been kind of like toying with trying to balance two different worlds at the same time. And it's almost like this energy of you have to choose. You have to take a path and go with it. You may have been afraid up until this point, but all of a sudden, the King of Wands, I mean, this is lovely energy, right? This is the energy of knowing that you are a leader, that you have the power to create whatever it is you want. And gender does not matter here. It is this energy of, yes, I know what I want and I'm going to go get it. The King of Wands, you know, really is a little bit of not necessarily stubborn, determined, okay? And also a tad selfish, because what he does is he puts himself and his dreams first. He's kind of like the emperor, you know, not that they don't have a lot of caring and compassion within them, but they know that whatever it is that they're trying to create is needed in the world. And it's kind of like, I've got to go do this. I've got to create whatever this is. I've got to bring it into fruition. I feel like for some of you, it's a business that you really want to bring, you know, into reality. You could be starting a spiritual business with the Judgment, but you don't have to. It's this sense of it's now or never. That's exactly what it is. It's kind of like now or never. So let's see what May has. Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. You know, this is understanding that two different things can be true at the same time. This is the energy of understanding that what you believe and what somebody else believes can be completely different, and yet at the same time, both can be true. It is this, you know, this spirituality and practicality. I'm going to come back to it. I feel like, you know, a lot of people feel if you have a spiritual business or you have a spiritual gift that you just have to give it away. You know, like you're not allowed to make money with your spiritual gifts. And, you know, that isn't really true, because the universe does not want us to literally, you know, be in poverty, right? So I feel like there could be a little bit of a judgment here that you are having to come to terms with. You could be a mystic, a healer, read tarot cards. You know, you could have some gift, but you feel like you can't make a living doing it because it somehow isn't in alignment with your spiritual path. And yet at the same time, it's you understanding, no, that you can be spiritual and also live in the 3D. You can be practical, right? That, you know, if you were to build a business, right? You have this idea for a business and you start this business and it becomes very profitable, that you don't necessarily have to keep all that money, right? You could start a charity with that money, or you could give that money to a charity, or you could start some nonprofit. You know, you could use that money for good. It's about taking a look at something. I really feel like for some of you, it's a gift that you have. And at the same time, you're kind of like, yeah, but I can't make money doing this. It's not in my spiritual path. It's not in my spiritual beliefs. But that's really not true. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, I feel as if, I think for a lot of you, it is about having some type of an idea, a spiritual business of some sort, or a mission, or, you're being called, because the judgment card is about being called. You're called to do something, and financially you are really concerned that you're not going to be able to provide for yourself and for your family or your loved ones. But you're being given the message. No, you're going to be safe. Everybody is going to be okay. When you are providing something, you are using your spiritual gifts or talents in order to help others, and you're really doing it in a truly loving way. You may not get, all of your financial rewards, say, through, say you are a mystic healer or something, and you were trying to help people that really couldn't maybe afford to pay you, But you're giving your services in a very loving way, right? Because you feel like you have this gift and you're giving it. Well, maybe those people can pay you something, but not maybe enough in order for you to, provide full-time, to do that full-time and provide for your family. Then the universe finds other ways of sending you financial security, even if it's not with your gift and talent. So for instance, you might inherit some money, or, somebody, finds out what you're doing, and they buy your family a house, it's very interesting that when you allow yourself to trust, because it says trust in the great mystery. When you allow yourself to trust in the universe, and you use your gifts and talents in a way to really and truly help others, and you give it in a loving way, the universe will reward you. It is amazing. You'll get a check in the mail, and you won't even, a tax return or something, and you'll be like, wow, or, pay it forward. You go to buy new tires or something, and the person, standing behind you says, oh, I'm going to buy your tires for you. And you're kind of like, what? It's interesting. The universe will work things out for you, because we have the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles means that you're not solo. You are working with Spirit. Spirit is working through you in order for things to work out for you. So it could be that you're coming into alignment with other people that are going to help you. And then perhaps help you financially, so that you can go on this mission or start this business or endeavor. So let's see what we have here. The Emperor again. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. See, you have the money coming. The Page of Pentacles, you're learning new things as you go, as long as you are in this state of trust. To me, the Ace of Cups means love yourself, love your gifts, and trust. You're learning to trust that when you trust the universe, when you allow yourself to really surrender, and that is really hard, but when you really and truly surrender, the riches will come your way. Now, I think it's interesting because you have the Emperor here. And we had the Emperor here. I feel like you are being given a little bit of a point of advice of not to try to over control everything. The Emperor can be controlling, right? There's this energy of don't over control the situation. You are going to rise to be a leader in whatever it is that you're trying to do, but to remember that you are working with and through Spirit in order for this to come into fruition. So let's see what June has for you. Canary spirit, sing your own song. That is the King of Wands. The King of Wands sings his own song. He doesn't care what anybody else is doing. He doesn't try to copy anybody else. The King of Wands, the Canary, they sing their own song because they know that that is their gift. And when you step into your gift and you sing your own song, and bring love to the situation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to do it with love. It's about tempering that spiritual and practicality. It's about having patience with yourself, with the universe, with the world, right? It's about understanding that things will come together for you when you step into your own identity, into singing your own song, into recognizing what your gift is and then putting it out for others. So let's see what we have here. 9 of Wands, the Star, 7 of Wands, King of Swords. Seeing clearly, and knowing where it is that you want to go. I feel like you have been kind of trying to battle this for some time, but in June, all things kind of like your wish is granted. The Star card is the wish is granted. You come into this energy of understanding of how to balance spirituality and practicality, of understanding that you can have both. And as long as, the problem is that, sometimes we feel as if when, greediness gets in the way, right? When we become greedy, I feel as long as you temper that and you're not stepping into a sense of greediness, then you truly are balancing spirituality and practicality, So what excuses am I making right now? Interesting. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Isn't that what I said earlier? It's now or never. If it is important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision, do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. And that is the part where I feel like as long as you are working with spirit, listening to your guides, taking those steps forward in a way that you are being guided to do, it all comes into fruition for you. It's a lovely energy. Grounding. I center and ground myself despite emotional upset around me. Okay, so I'll have to say, a few months ago, I really found the key to grounding. I've really tried some different things, and then I really and truly embraced the idea of being outside and, having your bare feet, hands, skin touching the earth. I'll tell you what, it changed my life. It really did. I was really having trouble sleeping, which is part of this, spiritual path. And I really, I did some research and I had heard about grounding. I had practiced some grounding. I had, I've always been like, I'll hug trees, eat red foods, but I really had not put into true practice any grounding as far as being in nature. I love nature. I'm out in nature, but I was always wearing my shoes, right? So when I did some research on this, I was like amazed at what a difference it truly made. And I think part of it is that you also get into a sense of true mindfulness when you do it too. So you might try some, try grounding yourself. And then especially I feel, that you have some, although the anxiety isn't showing up, in your soul truth card, the anxiety is kind of showing up. I feel like you may have a little bit of anxiety about choosing this path, taking this venture forward. And the grounding will help with that too. So let's see. Positive outcome. Oh, I love it. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. That is so true. And I feel like that is part of, you have the Temperance and the Star card. Both of these are about, balancing out your emotions. She has the water there. Balancing out your emotions, taking the time that you need in order to balance those out, not making rash decisions. The Emperor does not make rash decisions. He really doesn't. He knows things happen the way they're supposed to happen. And he kind of, even though he's very powerful, he doesn't, look at it. He's thinking about it, right? He's not making a rash decision. Sometimes we see, in movies, the king is like, throwing people in the dungeon or something like that, right? Thinking about it, putting some time into thinking about it, being mindful, listening to your heart and listening to your intuition about the steps to take to move forward. Wow. Really lovely energy here, Leo. I'm so excited for you. And if you are interested in entering my contest for a free personal reading, all you have to do is comment to this video, and somewhere in your comment, put love and light, and that will enter you into the contest. I will be announcing the winner on Saturday, April 16th. That is the full moon in Libra. So that's kind of an exciting astrological event. And I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. But Leo, I do wish you so much love and light in this situation, in all your situations. And I do hope to see you again really soon. Take care. Bye for now.